I'm here to help you avoid some of the most common mistakes that traders make. In today's video, we're going to break all of these down. Be sure to click subscribe and be notified as soon as we issue a new video. And what I would like to know, how was your first month of trading? Whether it was a year ago or a couple years ago, were you profitable or were you a losing trader in the beginning? Don't feel bad. Most of us were losing traders in the beginning, but comment below, profitable or losing? The first mistake that many traders make, and I think all of us have made this mistake, me included. I don't know, really, I know a lot of traders out there. Thanks to the Steady Trade podcast, I talk to a lot of new as well as veteran traders, and I don't know if I've ever met anybody that didn't fall into this first trap, and that is following hot stock picks. Whether you subscribe to an email newsletter, or this dates me obviously, I remember the days of the fax machine when we would get hot stock picks randomly spammed to your fax machine, but many of us have fell for that. You get that sales letter and you're like, wow, this sounds really amazing. You fall into that kind of shortcut to success. So I don't care if it's Twitter, I don't care if it's email, I don't care if it's a chat room or a fax machine. Avoid following others' picks. Look to develop your own process. You're never going to be consistent or self-sufficient by following others. The second mistake I see newer traders make is trying to trade when there isn't a good setup. Now, low price stocks, penny stocks, the great thing is there's almost, and I mean almost, some sort of opportunity out there. But, you know, a lot of us have this work ethic, a lot of us have this drive, and we think the more we do, the more likely we are to succeed. And that's true in many things, and it's true in studying when you're learning trading. But when it comes to pressing those buttons, sometimes the best trade is no trade. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but if you have a couple spare hours in the day, you get back, maybe you get out of work early and you're like, ooh, I want to make some money today, and you start pressing buttons when there isn't a setup that matches your criteria, your odds of success are terrible. You're probably going to take a loser, you're going to get frustrated, and then when the time comes, whether it be later in the day or the next day, when there is a good setup, you've taken a loss, your mindset's messed up, you've used up some of your buying power. If you're under the pattern day trader rule, you might have used your last day trade, so now you can't even trade that opportunity. So get to the mindset. I use a lot of worksheets in Stocks to Trade Pro to help train new traders, and I force them to check as many of those boxes as possible, grade that setup. Try and do that with your own process. Avoid randomness, avoid the trades that don't match all of your criteria. The third mistake I see new traders making is believing in these low price stocks. Now, I love penny stocks. I love these big movers, but at the end of the day, almost every one of these companies will either completely fail or give back almost the entire gain. The last thing you want to be is a bag holder, okay? You might have seen that term. A lot of us veterans make fun of and joke about the bag holders. The bag holder is a trader that bought in the beginning, most of the time saw a profit, was green on the trade, got greedy, believed the story, overstayed, and then turned that winner into a loser. These stocks make big moves, but think about this. We look at them strictly as trading vehicles. These are opportunities to make money. These are not long-term trades. These are not investments. They're day trades or they're swing trades. They're a great way to make profits over a short term, but don't fall for the story. Don't become a bag holder. The last thing I think I see many newer traders lacking is putting in the time and really truly learning the material, the setups, the chart patterns, the analysis, etc. I've talked about this in past videos. You know, you can get started literally today. If you have a laptop and a few $100, you can start trading today. That is not the way to be successful. Invest in your education. Spend the time. In Stocks to Trade Pro, a mentorship program where I lend my 12 years of experience to, Twice a day we do webinars, twice a day, every day. In the first 2.5 years of Stocks to Trade, I've done over 1,300 webinars helping new traders grow and evolve. Invest in your education. You wouldn't try and be a surgeon, you wouldn't try and be an electrician, you wouldn't try and take on any sort of skilled trade without first investing in your education. And don't be fooled by the fact that you can get started today with trading. Invest in your education, take the time, build your skills. Thanks for watching our video. Be sure to comment below with any trading related question. We love answering your questions. Also, like and share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to be notified as soon as our next video hits. And if you're looking to expand your trading knowledge, don't forget to check out all of our other videos, and be sure to click the trial below. Check out Stocks to Trade. I think it is one of the best, most rapidly advancing softwares out there. Be sure to check out our trial.